Have you ever seen an 82-year-old who looks like she's in her 40s? Meet Annette Larkins, a woman who has doctors amazed. When Annette walks into a room, time seems to stand still. People can't help but stare, trying to make sense of what they're seeing. In fact, when her late husband Amos was alive, strangers would regularly mistake him for her grandfather, despite being the same age. But it's not just about Annette's looks. While maintaining the energy levels of someone half her age, Annette hasn't had a cold in years. Her blood pressure remains almost perfect, and her mind stays sharp as ever. This dramatic difference in aging wasn't just a coincidence. While Amos aged normally, Annette had discovered something in 1963 that would change everything. Thousands are now following her methods to reverse chronic health conditions and boost their energy levels. Today you'll discover the diet changes that transformed her life and the scientific evidence behind it. It was a warm southern morning in 1963. The sun streamed through Annette's kitchen window as she prepared breakfast, just like any other day. But something was about to happen that would force her to question everything she knew about food. As she stood over the stove, her body sent her a signal so powerful she couldn't ignore it. That morning, Annette's body violently rejected meat, a staple of her southern diet. Her stomach turned at the mere sight of it. What seemed like an inconvenient reaction was actually her body's intelligence at work. Modern research now shows that our bodies can develop natural aversions to foods that trigger inflammation and accelerated aging. But what Annette did next would shock not only her family. For 2 weeks, Annette embarked on a secret experiment that would eventually turn her husband's world upside down. Remember, Amos was a butcher, his entire livelihood built around the very foods Annette was beginning to question. Every day she prepared 2 separate meals, one for her family and a different one for herself. But she was noticing something extraordinary happening to her body. Within just those 2 weeks, Annette's energy levels soared. Her digestion improved and her skin began to glow. When she finally revealed her secret to Amos, he was stunned. "I'd never heard of nobody saying anything like that before," he recalled. I asked her, "Are you sick?" But this radical change was just the beginning of a transformation that would span decades. Over the next 3 decades, Annette discovered 5 specific foods that she believes could be responsible for age-related decline. Modern research from Harvard Medical School now confirms what she had intuited years ago. These foods trigger a cascade of inflammation in the body, leading to accelerated aging and chronic disease. The first elimination was meat and animal products, which research shows can increase inflammation markers by up to 40%. The second was processed foods, particularly those containing artificial preservatives. The final 3 she calls white edibles: white rice, sugar, and flour. These refined carbohydrates have been linked to everything from accelerated skin aging to increased risk of cognitive decline. By eliminating these foods, Annette didn't just stop aging, she even reversed some of the symptoms we associate with getting older. But Annette Larkins didn't just remove foods. She replaced them with something else. In her Miami backyard, she created what she now calls her personal pharmacy. There she grows the very foods that science proves can reverse aging at the cellular level. Annette says, "Years ago I decided that I wanted to have some control over the quality and kinds of food that I ingested. So, I decided that one way to do that would be to start a garden." Her garden now produces bananas, various leafy greens, tomatoes and herbs like basil and mint. She also sprouts her own seeds: broccoli, alfalfa, lentils and more. From antioxidant-rich berries to mineral-packed greens, every plant in Annette's garden serves a purpose. She grows specific varieties of nuts that contain high levels of omega-3 fatty acids, crucial for brain health. She states, "My garden is my personal pharmacy. Everything I need to nourish my body and stay healthy can be found right here in my backyard." You might think such a disciplined lifestyle would be restrictive, but Annette's daily routine proves otherwise. Let's look at what a typical day looks like. Annette starts her meals after noon, simply because she's not hungry before then. She begins with her signature kale green goddess juice, a blend of kale, cucumber, celery, green apple, ginger and lemon. Then she adds her secret weapon, wheatgrass juice, which she grows right in her kitchen. This nutrient-dense juice contains an impressive array of vitamins, minerals and enzymes that work together to boost your health. The high chlorophyll content, which gives wheatgrass its distinctive green colour, can help to purify your blood and increase oxygen levels throughout your body. For lunch, she enjoys colourful salads with sprouted grains and homemade dressings. Dinner might include additional greens, nuts, avocados, soaked wild rice, sprouted legumes and sprouted bulgur wheat. What makes Annette's approach so powerful is her understanding of food's natural state. As she explains, if you eat something in its natural raw state rather than processing it and cooking it, I think it stands to reason that you'll get more nutrients. Your enzymes are intact. Modern research from leading institutions now confirms raw plant foods contain higher levels of enzymes, antioxidants and nutrients that are often diminished through cooking. These compounds play crucial roles in activating longevity genes, improving mitochondrial function, and enhancing DNA repair, exactly what you'd expect to see in someone who doesn't seem to be aging much. What's particularly interesting is how recent studies on telomeres, the protective caps at the end of our chromosomes that shorten as we age, show that plant-based diets may help preserve these crucial structures. Dr. Dean Ornish's research demonstrated that a whole food, plant-based diet combined with other lifestyle changes could actually lengthen telomeres in just 3 months. Annette has her own fascinating perspective on genetics. People always tell me I must have good genes, she often says with a smile. But my mother died at 47 and my father at 63. Both of my sisters passed away in their 60s. She believes we have more control over our genetic expression than most people realise. An interesting 2008 study in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences demonstrated that transitioning to a plant-based diet could significantly alter the expression of over 500 genes, turning on genes that protect against disease and turning off genes that promote inflammation. It's also worth noting that this lifestyle goes beyond just food choices. Annette emphasises the importance of mental attitude, staying active and maintaining strong social connections. She still exercises regularly, such as taking 10,000 steps a day. Her work has garnered attention from wellness experts and celebrities alike. While Annette maintains a modest social media presence, her message has spread organically through word of mouth and the undeniable results her followers achieve. Her YouTube channel, though sporadically updated, has become a treasure trove of wisdom for those seeking to understand her methods more deeply. Annette's journey has also been documented in several books, such as in her first book, Journey to Health. If Annette's story inspired you, hit that like button to share her message. And for detailed recipes and guidance on starting your own transformation, check out her YouTube channel. Remember, your body has an incredible capacity to heal and rejuvenate. The question is, are you ready to unlock it?